Hello, let's play Rockport World Loop Team Escape on Spark server in Need for Speed World. We're going to do single player as always because it's a lot easier than trying to find a lobby with anybody. And I don't feel like coordinating and figuring that out because I'm lazy. So, let's go. This is really long event. It is 90-something thousand feet. I think normally, normal people team escapes are like 40,000? So this is going to be hefty. We have a 10-minute time limit, which... good, I'll either fail or this won't be longer than about 10 minutes, maybe 11 because I did an intro. Anyway, I'm using the this, and by the this, I mean this car. This is a Ford Shelby GT500. I think it's the 2020 model year. I don't know anything about it. I'm very impressed so far with the engine noise it makes, which I'm kind of talking over, so I'll stop that for a second. Ain't that a beautiful noise? I like the noise of this engine. It's very... I don't know. I don't know what it was taken from. I don't know if it was made just for this car, for this game, or if they took it from another car, but I like it. It makes driving it even funner. And yes, so I want to complain about strawberry preserves. That's as stupid as it sounds. So, why do strawberry preserves exist? And what I mean by that, slightly more specifically, is this. Strawberry jelly is wonderful. I wanted strawberry jelly on my toast this morning that I made for breakfast. Instead, I had strawberry preserves because that's what I have in the fridge. Strawberry preserves it's strawberry jelly, but it's chunky and it looks like blood clots, so it makes you want to barf when you're using it and spreading it on toast and then eating it. And on top of that, you spend so long spreading the preserves that is definitely not normal jelly, that the toast goes cold. Because, like, it's weird and chunky and you can't get it spread correctly, and I just ran over a spike strip without the ability to disable said flattened tires. Anyway! Yeah, just strawberry preserves are... ugh. They taste fine. They taste the same. I get that. I'm not arguing that. But they're like... here, oh look, strawberry jelly. What a wonderful, like, thing to exist. Quick, let's make it really impractical and annoying to spread. And just an irritating version of the same thing that tastes the same. Am I hurting anyone by saying that? Do you have a very, very strong partiality towards strawberry preserves or other fruit preserves compared to jelly? Please tell me why anyone even wants that, even slightly, compared to just regular, spreadable, wonderful, perfect jelly that isn't preserves and has chunks all throughout it and makes it impossible to spread smoothly all across your material, toast or otherwise. Okay, I'm done talking about strawberry preserves. We still have 60,000 feet to go, so this is clearly a hefty event. I can already feel how long this is going to take to upload and process, but oh well. I'm really impressed with this car, though, so far. This Shelby GT500. Not sure what servers this car is available on, but obviously it's on Spark server. Excuse me. My go-to server that I like and play on. So it's here. I like it. I kind of want to redo the color. I did take a brief look online. I end up doing this. I'll get a new car in this game, or other games, and I will check out what real-world paint options it has, and if I like other default paint options better, and then I'll try to replicate it in the game, or even correct minor issues. I found before, you know, even with like big AAA, big budget games by huge companies that are trying their very best, supposedly, that oftentimes there will be minor discrepancies. Things like the wheels are too bright or too dark, or slightly the wrong shade of gray, or weird nitpicky details about that, but I always like going to reference photos of real life and seeing, you know, what little things I can correct or change or other stuff, especially with certain versions of cars. I have noticed, too. Take an example I mentioned a while ago in another video. The Lamborghini Miura SV. Beautiful vehicle. Love everything about it. It has not only its standard paint options, but... and I don't know how this works, you know, way back in the 70s when it was a car you could actually buy. One of, you know, 150 they ever made. There was a paint choice thingy where the side trim on the bottom, under the doors, and the wheels could be this, like, matching, really, like, beautiful-looking gold color, or just silver. And I think they had like preset combos. I don't know if you could just choose if you wanted the trim gold or silver, but from what I can tell from photos, there's pictures of it with different color combinations. Sometimes there's the gold trim and wheels with certain colors. Sometimes it's just the silver, and it seems to depend on what color they'd selected. Like the red, red paint option usually seems to have for the SV, the red and gold. The gold trim, and then other colors like orange, I don't think I've ever seen with the gold trim. So it kind of seems to be connected to that, but that was a whole long-winded way of saying certain specific cars have little intricate details like that sometimes the game might not even allude to the fact that exists. A great example I can think of is and I know I've mentioned this in previous videos, but Forza Horizon 4. Everyone right now is looking forward to that coming out real soon, or it already did. I haven't been keeping track. I'm not planning on getting it right now. I'm doing other things. But if I'm not mistaken, I know I have the Lamborghini Miura SV, or no, it's not the SV version. It's one of the earlier ones, just the P400, so from like the late 60s instead of the early 70s. If I'm not mistaken, I'm almost absolutely confident that even though like the preset paint job is just silver, when you go into the paint options for different body panels, it lets you change that little side trim, and then you can make it to a realistic rendering of the nice bright and shiny gold option that you could get in the real world. So I always like playing around with that, especially when it's not something a lot of people in the game seem to think about or see or change or know. So I always like tinkering around a little bit with existing car presets, keeping them fairly stock, but doing some homework and research, and just doing little comparisons and just figuring out how I can make it feel either a tad more realistic or just reference like a real world exclusive paint option or something like that. So yeah, I don't think I really have much more to add to that. One thing I will mention, given I'm driving a Mustang, I have seen, I'm not sure what it is, and if any of you 2.5 people that are listening feel like mentioning this, if you know off the top of your head, there is some sort of, like, it looks like this, it's a Mustang, very new. I don't think it's the Shelby edition, I think it's just like the regular, like, Ford Mustang, but I'm pretty sure there's an exclusive edition of some sort that comes in this really dark green. And I'm fairly certain it's not just a paint choice. It's actually like some sort of special version. I don't remember the name or anything like that. Anyway, that's that. We're done with that. And I'm kind of surprised I got through it in the end. And I had 2 minutes, 41 seconds to spare. Goodbye.